Sitting in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean is a set of islands known as the Azores Islands. This autonomous Portuguese region has some of the most beautiful volcanic landscapes I have ever seen. And in today's video, guys, we're going to take you to the island of São Miguel, which is the main island you fly into when you're visiting the Azores Islands, and we're going to show you some of the most amazing things to do. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name is Mac Candy and I'm currently traveling all around the world making videos of things to do, cost of living, travel guides, and so much more. And in today's video, guys, we're going to be exploring the mystical Azores Islands that sit out right in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Honestly, before I went to Portugal, I didn't even ever really hear of these places because they're just kind of out near nothing else, but they are absolutely stunning, and I can't wait to take you on this journey. One thing I want to tell you though is the first day and a half, it actually rained quite a bit, but the best of the best footage that I got happens to the mid to later end of the video, so make sure you stick around until then. And if you're not going to stick around through the rainy parts, skip ahead and jump over to these beautiful scenes we have for you guys, because it is amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get into it. Good morning, guys, from Ponta Delgada. I'm here on the island, the main island, the largest island, and the one that people fly into here in the Azores Islands. This island has about 70,000 people for the population here, and for this video, guys, we're going to be exploring a bunch of things to do just on this island. There's quite a few other islands in the Azores, but in today's video, we're not going to be exploring those. We're just going to be all around Ponta Delgada, and I'm going to be with the squad here. We've got my man Ken.
Hey guys.
We've got Daniela. And we've got my man right here, David. So guys, make sure you stick around until the end of this video, because we're going to be sharing with you so many things to do, not in any specific order from best to worst, and you'll definitely want to see some of the things we're getting into, because the itinerary we have is amazing. So we're gonna get some groceries, get some fuel in us, and we'll see you at the first stop. First stop is we've got to get a little snack, get some energy in us. Start out with a little coffee, maybe a little pastel de nata. If you haven't heard what that is, it is literally the #1 best food you can get in Portugal, in my personal opinion. I've probably already had like 20 of them since I've arrived here 2 weeks ago, and I'm gonna make it 21 in just a second. Much needed coffee. Got a pastel de nata and a basically ham and cheese, ham croissant, and for 255 euros. Unbelievable. It's actually much cheaper here than I would have expected, given that we're out here in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Wow. So we just got literally like a cart full of groceries for only 56 euros. So that's like 65, almost 70 US dollars for literally wine, all the essentials for the next couple days for 4 people to eat. Crazy cheap here, which is shocking because we're literally out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean where everything needs to be imported. This is much needed food. Literally been waiting to eat since we flew in about 12 hours ago. So this is going to fill that hole in the stomach, as Ken likes to say. Yeah. There's a little ham and cheese we got, so not bad for $3 US roughly. All right, guys, so we are at stop #1 of our trip in the Azores, and I actually have to look how to say it because I cannot remember. It's Ermida de Nossa Senhora da Paz, which is basically a white chapel on the hill that was built in the 18th century, and it takes in order to get up there, you take a nice staircase to get all the way up. We're gonna climb up to the top of the church and show you guys what it looks like up there. A super famous church with amazing views. So one thing to mention, when you're coming to the Azores, you need to just expect that every day it's going to rain, at least a little bit, even in the nicest times to visit, which is, I guess, from June until August, from what I read online. So guys, you could probably only kind of hear this, but I had to go in a little corner just to tell you. I made it up to the top here with the crew, and it is so windy here. And the rain stopped once we got to the top, luckily, but it's super cool to come up to this church. If you do get a nice little sneak peek of the sun, you're going to be blown away. You can see this island way out in the distance that is actually a dormant volcano. Remember how I said it's windy here? Does this give you an idea of what it's actually like? All right, guys, we figured out the key. You just hide behind the wall at the top of the church, and you get a nice little break from the wind here. that was stop number one. Quite the introduction into the Azores Islands, just absolutely pelted by the wind. But we realized that if you stay patient, you'll get some moments of the sun, then you'll get pelted by rain, pelted by wind, and then a little sun. So it's a nice little teaser, but we're on to the next spot. All right, we'll see you guys once we get over there. All right, guys, we just made it to our next spot, which is Lagoa Congro, as you can see right here. One thing I want to mention, when you're driving in, there's not a lot of signage here, so you just got to keep going around, probably roughly a mile, mile and a half, and eventually you'll see this brown sign right up here, and this is the trail that's going to bring you right down. Sometimes when you're driving, it looks like there's a couple of spots that you can hike down, but they're just kind of like maybe 20-30 feet long trails that give you not that great of a viewpoint. So keep driving, look for that sign, and yeah, we're gonna walk down there, see what this place is all about. It's an interesting experience right now though, with this place being so windy, but at least there's no rain so far. But now that I said that, it's probably gonna start raining any second. All right, guys, so we just made it down to Lago do Congro. It's about a 15-minute hike to get right down here, and pretty peaceful, although I wish, like I said before, it wasn't raining, but you'll probably hear that a million times in the video if I keep saying that at every place we go. But it's super cool here. It's got that luscious green forest surrounding us, along with a nice little lake. Apparently this was once a volcano, so it's pretty cool to see that it's just this luscious green forest and green lake these days. So here we are. Maybe swim, maybe not. Probably not though, it's too cold. All right, guys, as you can see, we just teleported back to the car. Didn't catch any footy on the way back up because we just wanted to get back up here. As you can see, my nose is a little bit red from how chilly the wind is. So we are just gonna chill here for a few more minutes before we head to our next spot. Hopefully we'll have a little bit better weather for you there. What's going on, guys? We just made it to our next spot, which is called Furnish, if I'm saying that correctly. My Portuguese pronunciation is not great, but this place is very unique, and the reason being is what you're seeing behind me are these little pots or these little holes where you put like cauldrons, I guess, in them, or like big pots, and you leave them in there for like 5 hours, and you can actually cook in this natural like steam, like it's boiling hot water. So obviously, as you can imagine, it cooks it up to a very nice, unique Açores, I can never get it right, Açores meals, or what it looks like, it says Azores, but Açores meals. And yeah, it's a super cool place. You definitely get that strong smell of sulfur, so it smells very delicious. Not really, but yeah, it's a cool spot to walk around. I can only imagine what this place must be like when it's sunny outside, because all around you have a lake on one side, you have luscious green forest, and then you have the steam just coming out of here. And when you look a little bit higher up, you can just see these amazing viewpoints that you can go and hike up into, and really have some absolutely picturesque views. So if you're coming here in the summer, you're going to have much better views than I have right now, but nonetheless, it is still absolutely stunning here right now. So we're gonna get the drones up, see if we can get some nice shots to show you more what this landscape looks like. We literally had 2 minutes to get the drone up, get a couple shots, get it back down mid-rain. So drone's a little soaked, but given that it's not broken, it'll all have been worth it, because a couple of the shots we got were absolutely fantastic. And as you can see behind me, it is back to raining cats and dogs, as they say. So I think that's pretty much it for this place. We will see you guys once we arrive to our next spot here in the Azores. All right, guys, so we're making a quick stop here in the Furnish village. And we're gonna need some help, because we just came across a house that we need help flipping back over. As you can see here, it looks like it just rolled over from the storm. And so yeah, we gotta figure out how we can flip it back over. Drop a comment below if you know how to get this thing back on its side. No, I'm totally just kidding. This is a tourist attraction to come check out. A super cool piece of architecture where you can see the house is basically built to look like it's upside down. So you'll definitely want to come and check this thing out, because it's super cool. A nice little stop down here, but I can tell you that I'm about as comfortable as a cat that was just thrown in the hot tub. Oh, just feeling wet and damp with a nice smell of sulfur covering us. But that said though, still a nice beautiful area to cruise around and check out, without a doubt. We just made a quick stop over here at Porto Famoso right here down in the village, and it's super beautiful. You have somewhat of a black sand beach here along with some crazy crashing waves. I will say though, we looked up on Google Maps and the photos here when it's sunny and it's beautiful look absolutely stunning. So hopefully you guys will get luckier than we did. It's still amazing here when it's rainy like this. It feels much more like Ireland to me here though. And then over here with these colored houses right on the beach, that actually reminds me of Melbourne, Australia, having that right there. So definitely I want to come check this place out. Super cool. That's all we're going to show you guys here because my camera's getting soaked. So we'll see you at the next spot. What is going on, guys? We just arrived to Santa Barbara, right here on the coast. We have crazy gusting winds, we have waves crashing right here, and we have some insane out of this world landscapes that literally feel like we are on another planet. It actually reminds me of being in New Zealand on the South Island on the western coast. Just so crazy, so much going on, so much to see, and it is stunning. So let's show you more of it in just a pretty mind-blowing from the sky, am I right? It was a little hard to fly the drone though, I'm not gonna lie. It was it's so windy here right now that the drone literally burns through the battery like 50% of the time. But if you guys come here non-pandemic and on a sunny day, you actually have like restaurants with seating right out here that you can come hang out, enjoy these beautiful views. I can just imagine like normal times of the year when there's not a pandemic and it's nice weather, this place just must be like the ideal spot to come and chill in this little town over here. All right guys, that's pretty much it for here. It's not that easy to hold the camera in this type of wind, so we'll see you at the next spot. All right guys, so that wraps up day number 1 here in the Azores, and we are going to get some rest because first thing tomorrow we're going to start our day quite early because we're hoping that we're going to have a full day of sun. So day number 1 was a blast. Luckily we finished it off with a beautiful sunset, but that's it for today. We'll see you guys in the AM. Bom dia guys, we just got to our next spot, which is the Islet of Vilafranca do Campo. I had to look down at that one again too because some of these names are just so hard to remember. But I'm super excited because we're starting out with literally heavenly rays of sun just shining down on us as we explore our first stop of the day, which is these islands. But we're exploring it via drone because I don't know how else we're gonna get over there. Maybe there's ways you can get over by boat, but drop a comment if you know in case someone else wants to know. But let's go explore this. Oh my god, this has got to be like top 5 drone clips I've ever taken. What do you think, Davish?
Man, it was so cool. I'm so excited. Can't wait to see those videos.
Yeah, seriously. We're like kids on Christmas right now. This content we just got is literally something out of another world. This is exactly what I imagined the Azores was going to be like, and it is living up to its name. What a better way to start. We'll see you guys once we get to the next spot here. We are currently literally climbing up the side of this volcano called Pau Peak, which apparently is amazing for drone shots, but we have some rain coming in and out. That's why I switched over to the GoPro, so hopefully you guys can hear this with the wind. But not gonna lie, it's a bit of a workout. Already tired. So guys, just got the drone up here at this spot, and Honestly, that's the best way to see it. You can see the pine trees going around the lagoon itself, or the lake lagoon. I don't even know what you call it, lagoa. And it's super cool because it literally looks like an eye when you have it just like 150 feet above the lake, the lagoa. So it's super cool. So honestly, if you have a drone, this is the place you want to fly it, because when you walk up to it, it's cool and all, but it just kind of looks like a lake with pine trees surrounding it. But from up top, that bird's eye view is what really gives you that cool look. But we will see you back at the car because we're going to be heading to our next spot, which is a delicious lunch spot that I can't wait to tell you about. Guys, one thing to mention is we walked all the way around the side and climbed up that big side of the volcano here, and we didn't even need to. Where we parked right there, see right over there, literally there's a trail that's a pretty easy incline that leads all the way up. Oh, and yeah, as they say, careful with that slip there. So yeah, just know that, take the easy path up. You don't have to be a mountain climber like we did. So here's the spot right along the side of the road. There's really absolutely no markings here. You just kind of got a GPS right over, pull over, and walk on up. Right here. All right guys, so our next stop for today, we're actually going to be grabbing some lunch at a place that has all of their ingredients grown in their own garden. So you're probably wondering how we found this place, and actually our Airbnb host knows these people because she's been living in the Azores since the 80s, and so as you can probably imagine, she knows this place really well. So we wanted some of the best recommendations on things to do here, and one of them is having lunch at this spot called Lapsa Gardens. And so we just took this dirt road over here to get here. It's about 10 minutes outside of Ponta Delgada, and now we're going to take the down about 10 or 15 minutes to their restaurant. So I'm super excited to show you guys this place. It apparently is so delicious. So we'll see you once we get down there. One thing I didn't mention for you guys is once you get to the Rocha de Uralva spot, there's a huge parking lot, and that's where you park. So let's head on down. Whew, all right, we have quite the views already. Just a few steps into the trail, you have beautiful cliffs in the distance, along with just oceans, blue skies, everything you can imagine. So I'm super excited to be eating here because the views just make it that much better. We were recommended by one of the locals we met at the beginning of the trail to stay on the right side because there's traffic, and very quickly we realized that there is actually traffic. You might run into a guy riding a horse, so stay to the right and you'll be able to watch out because the trail's a little narrow. All right, this trail is something else. At every twist and curve in the road, you have new cliffs to look at, new land formations, beautiful plants with the ocean crashing next to you. So cool. This in itself is for sure an excursion just to walk along this on your way to the restaurant. All right, so this is the sign you're going to see when you first walk in. ¿Por qué pasar se puedes entrar? Pop in. Why keep walking if you can come in, I think is what that translates to, based on what Ken told me. yeah. Like, how cool is this place? You just get to walk into a restaurant on the side of the mountain, no cell phone signal here, so remote, just you and nature, and some delicious chefs making you some fantastic food. Oh my god, it's something I couldn't even imagine. We have this place just to ourselves, a picnic table with a couple lounge chairs right here, just looking out into this never-ending ocean. Just so stunning. And we just met the chef, the host, the owner, and she's super nice. So I have a feeling this is going to be one of our favorite experiences here. So David left his camera at the last spot, so he's running back there to swap it out, but we need a nice ice cold to start off. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey.
With views. Look who made it back, Davish. And you see what he's got in his hand? That's his camera.
Yeah.
That is so all of this is all of it is made here in the farm, in the garden, on the side of these cliffs, looking over into this ocean. So it adds to the experience, and the flavor is just next level, out of this world. This looks delicious. Oh. So this fried egg, I've never had an egg in my life that's fried on the outside, and on the inside it still is liquid yolk.
Yeah.
Como se dice delicioso? That's Spanish.
That's it.
That was literally so delicious. By far the best meal that I've had, or the first course of it. Ken?
Yeah, I'm speechless, man. I just want to keep eating this. I'm just sad that it's almost done for the first course, but amazing, guys. I feel that I'm in paradise right now. This is amazing, literally. This view, this food, couldn't ask for better. Toast for everything, literally. Good weather, my camera, and finding this place, and everyone else. Cheers to you guys.
Muito obrigado.
Thank you guys.
Obrigado.
Remember it. 6 hours, so it should be really soft. Cooked for 6 hours, so.
This is like Michelin star chefs
Yeah.
food, yeah.
Yeah.
Just finished up an amazing meal. Definitely the best one I've had in Portugal. So first thing I'm gonna answer though, you're probably wondering why I censored out a lot of the last couple minutes in the vlog. And it's actually because after we all arrived here, found out that this isn't as much of a restaurant, it's rather more of a, I don't even know what the word is. It's a word of mouth spreading place where you can have basically one group of people to either come for lunch or dinner. Lunch for about 37 euros per person, dinner 55 euros per person. And they don't want it to get huge. So that's why they don't want us to tell you how to get here. They don't want us to give you the secrets. But they did say we can recommend it to you guys. And if you can figure out how to get here, then you can come enjoy my favorite meal in Portugal. So it is an amazing experience for sure, no doubt. And I'll definitely be coming back here the next time I'm in the Açores. So that's about it, guys. I gotta hike up this mountain, so I'll see you at the car. All right, guys, after that amazing lunch, we are cruising around the island now to find our next spot. I can't even tell you where that's going to be because the sun is shining. And as you saw the first day, this is an absolute blessing to be able to see the sun. So we're just cruising till we find the right spot. And it's an adventure in itself though, because you have the rolling green hills here. You have the happy cows from Azores, which hopefully we can find the ones later in this video and I'll tell you more about it. And just an amazing sunset, just rays coming through the clouds, a magical experience. So we'll let you know once we get to the next place what it's going to be. So guys, we just arrived to our next spot, which I think is right outside of the border of Sete Cidades. And it is insane. So there's just rolling hills, you have cows in the distance, you have crazy landscapes, we have some clouds, we have some sun, and we have a pretty rough sea coming in on one side. So we're seeing a little bit of everything. But one thing I love about this place is everything is just so lusciously green that it's mind-blowing. But I can't tell you exactly where this place is because we just found it like driving along the side of the road. But what I can tell you is just cruising around the roads is a great way to find just random little stop-offs to see amazing viewpoints. Let me show you from the drone. Good morning, guys, from day number 3 here in the Açores. Today we are going to fit as much as we can in because sadly we're leaving today. It was just a Friday night to Monday evening trip, but our first stop for the day is Lagoa de Folga. And it's pretty sunny out today. When we first woke up, we're like, today's gonna be a good day. Once we got to the top of the mountain here, as you can see, we're in the clouds, but the nice part is you can see a little bit more than when we tried to go up here yesterday. So you can just tell how beautiful it is down there. Just unbelievable. Hopefully we'll get a little more clearage of the clouds, and I think it might be happening right now. So look at how amazing it is. right, guys, so I figured out how to say it correctly. It's Lagoa do Fogo. Is that right?
Yeah.
We're getting there. Gonna be fluent in Portuguese by the end of this trip, that's for sure. But we're heading over to the next spot, which this one's gonna be a butcher too. Sete Cidades.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Fluent.
That's 2 for 2, fluent, baby. So apparently, as Davish would say, this is the best view in all of the Azores. Is
For
that right?
sure, for sure.
The best. So this is going to blow our minds. Hopefully it's gonna blow yours, guys. So stay tuned. Here we go. All right, guys, we have just arrived to Sete Cidades, and oh my God, look at this. Unbelievable. This is literally a massive volcano, and they built a town inside of it. Obviously it's quite dormant now if they're doing that, and they have a lake here, but this is what we came to the Azores for. Just amazing. But instead of me talking, let's get the drone up and I'll show you what it looks like.
Yeah, content.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, please.
Oh guys, you're never gonna guess, but I just had to land my drone literally over a mile away because I wanted to risk it for the biscuit and I was way too far away to make it back. So I just landed in a random grass patch right at the bottom inside the volcano. So now we're racing through these windy roads to hopefully make it down there before someone snags the drone, because you may not be even able to see what this place looks like if I don't get this drone back, because that's where all the good shots are. So fingers crossed we're gonna make it, but it's like 10-15 minutes and it's in the middle of a field, so like I don't think anyone was close enough to see it, but who knows. I'll let you know once we get there. Guys, the good news is I luckily I just found it. I ran out into the middle of the field right over here, and there she was, safe and sound, thankfully. Sete Cidades is just unbelievable. It's hard to believe how massive this place really is. There are so many viewpoints you got to stop around at. Like while you're just driving around, there's so many different things to look at. Like right now where we're at is right on the side, right on top here. It's a huge crater, and it's only like a 2-minute drive just from where we were just at, down there kind of near the city center, and it's just stunning. The perfect place to have a drone here. That's why there's so much drone video in my Azores video. It's just too perfect for it. So, alright guys, we are walking into our next spot, which is called Miradouro da Grota do Inferno. I cheated though, I was reading off the GPS. And Davish has been here before, so it's another must-do spot. And if you guys saw the last couple spots, you'll definitely want to stick around for this next one too, because I have a feeling it's going to be beautiful. You can even have a quick stop off here at the Lagoa do Canario as well. So let's see what we've got going on in this area. Just a quick 5-minute stop is all you need at this Lagoa, and then we're off to the viewpoint. That's going to be stunning. I just got ahead of the group, guys. I'm gonna scare him. Watch this. Ah! Yeah. David's idea right there. All right, we are arriving to the next Miradouro, which is going to be one of the best of this area here in Sete Cidades. So I'm excited to get up there and see it, because so far this place has been so impressive, so beautiful on every corner.
Wow,
What do you think, Daniela?
it's really beautiful. This is the best view I've seen in my life too.
Stunning. So once you get to the first entrance of the Miradouro, you have a bunch of different viewpoints on your way up to the actual official Miradouro, which is absolutely stunning. You can just see so much in the distance. You can see the ocean, you can see the massive volcano along with the lagoa mixed in, and some roads in the distance. So it's a really cool mashup of landscapes for sure. And of course, guys, at the most beautiful viewpoints of all is exactly when my camera dies, because I thought it was just a short walk from the car. And so I was like, I don't need any batteries. But what can I even tell you about this place? I'm honestly just a bit speechless, because it is so stunning here. It's like for sure top maybe even one of my favorite spots I've ever seen in my life. Out of 41 countries, that's a bold statement. There's just so many beautiful viewpoints. It's like a mix of Iceland, it's a mix of Seattle, it's a mix of another planet. I mean, I don't even know how to explain this place, but if you're thinking about going somewhere, the Azores should be added to your list for sure. All right, guys, we just teleported back to the car. My smart self did not bring any batteries, so you got to see as much as you could, but on to the next. Guys, I cannot believe it is the end of our long weekend here in the Azores Islands. It was so amazing. As you probably saw early in the video, I was not too excited at the beginning when it was raining so much. But for those of you who stuck around till the end of this video, you can see why it was worth it. Just an amazing place. If it were up to me going forward, I would say at least 7 days is necessary to see all of just this island. If you want to see the rest of the islands, I've been told you need like 3 to 4 weeks to really be able to explore all of them, get to know all of them. But this little weekend teaser was just enough to make me want to come back here and create more content. So really hope you guys have liked this video and you found it helpful. As you can probably imagine, there are so many more things to do on this island though, so don't just use this list. Check out what else is online. There are other great options for things to do, especially weather permitting. So check that weather, check those things to do, and enjoy your trip if you're going to be in the Azores. All right, guys, if you've liked this video, do me the biggest favor and smash that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this one, guys, we're going to be making them all over the world. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys in the next video.